Well, how about this? The Bears 2-2 going into the bye week. Man, we're going to the Super Bowl, damn it. Man, we got to have that optimism, man. We just won 2 games in a row. So we're going to talk about some of the injuries. There's been a lot of injuries with the Bears in the beginning of the season. So we're going to talk about who was practicing, who wasn't practicing. Caleb Williams ready to take that next step. Is he preparing? How is he preparing during the bye? We'll get all into that next coming up on the Chicago Sports Podcast.
Let's go. Yo. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts.
Welcome into the Chicago Sports Podcast. We are so happy to have you along tonight. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt Cooper, and out with me tonight as we get ready to talk about the Bears. First off, I want to bring in our guest for the first time on our Wednesday night show. We got Annie up, who you've seen on other shows here on the Chicago Sports Podcast. Got a chance to work with him a couple of times before, man. I know you got the energy. I know you're ready, dude. And honored to have you with us tonight, dude. It's always good to see you.
Thank you, brother.
It's all in the name. Annie up.
You heard me?
Annie up,
MOP.
man. Annie up. How many times have I been saying that here for the last minute? Annie up, man. So I'm ready to go here with you, brother. And then, of course, we got our guy who was celebrating a birthday last week, and I think he was celebrating a lot over the weekend for his birthday. But he's feeling awesome, man. He's feeling like he's ready to go to talk about the Bears. We got Big Papa Bear, Big Drew in the house tonight. What's going on, brother?
What's good? What's good, bro? Just chilling.
Feeling good, man. I know you're feeling good.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling great after that win. I'm feeling majorly good.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, guys? Before we get into everything, because we're going to talk about injury updates and Caleb Williams. Isn't it funny? I mean, we're always happy people, but how about all the smiles on our face tonight, man? After a 2-2 start, man, like how happy we are about the Bears being 2-2 going into the bye, man. Like even before we were jumping on the show, we always jump on about 10-15 minutes before to go over everything, and we were just I feel like the mood was just awesome tonight.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
And that was like a heart win, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they showed their heart for that last one. So that's why we so excited.
Hell
bro.
Yeah, man. That's why we're ready to go. Thank you guys for watching. You could like and subscribe on our YouTube page, our YouTube channel. Check out all of our shows. We've had some awesome shows over the last Monday. We had a great show. We had some great shows over the weekend and more shows coming up for the next couple of days. So you'll get all those notifications if you like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. And follow us along here on the Chicago Sports Podcast. We got our chat going in. We got Crooked Commission here, man. What's up, man? Thank you guys. Thank you for watching the show. What's up, man? And guys, as we get ready here for the bye week, I guess the story for the Bears for the first part of the season. I mean, we got the Caleb, we got the Ben Johnson, we got the coaches, and how everything is gelling together. But I think there's another story behind this is the injuries, because we've had quite a bit of injuries. You know, the most amount of injuries that I can remember in a long time starting a season. So to say that we're 2-2 right now is great, considering who hasn't played the last couple of games or who has gone out the last couple of games, and some pretty big names. And this, I saw this according to ESPN's Courtney Cronin about players that practiced yesterday. Kyler Gordon, who was dealing with a hamstring. We have TJ Edwards, who is dealing with a hamstring. TJ Edwards, I think we played in the second game, and that was it. And then Colston Loveland dealing with a hip. They were all spotted at practice. So I think we're going to start right there, guys. The first three names. And Annie up, we got you in tonight, man. So I'm going to begin with you. When you look at those three names, I mean, first off, when I say these names, they're all very important to the Bears. Every one of these players is important to our team. But when it comes to the scheme and the fit and who we need to get out there, when you look at those three names, who in your mind do you believe you want to see out there? Who do you think would make the biggest impact to be out there?
Without thinking about that question, TJ Edwards, man. I love Spidey, man. Who else we got? We got Spidey, we got TJ, and who else? Oh, Colston, you rookie. You got time, bro. Keep finding your way. Go out there, make an impact any way that you can. But TJ Edwards, our leading tackler since he got signed, bro. he makes Tremaine Edmonds play better. He gives that linebacking core a boost that they don't have without him. Like, he's literally the defensive MVP, if you want to be real. And the reason I say that is because I think he's our most consistent defensive player. I love Jalen. Sometimes people don't pass to Jalen. Love Spidey, but TJ gets that man on that ground. TJ going to hit you. He's going to let you know you're there. You're going to be hearing feet when TJ's around. TJ Edwards by far is the needle that we need, and that little booster shot for us right now going up after this bye week, man, without a doubt.
Makes some good points there, Drew. TJ Edwards, man, he's key piece to our defense.
Yeah, he is, bro. I mean, I like TJ, but man, after the Raiders win, I need energy. I need that Spidey sense to get back on. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know TJ Edwards there. He is the glue. But Sewell, he been holding it down. And, I know he's not TJ, but he's been doing his part for both games. And it's like, I give him his credit. But I need Kyler back, bro. I mean, because, man, we need that.
He's definitely energy, he's definitely
bro. I mean,
energy. Facts.
Yeah, he's definitely the energy. I mean, and it's like, man, most people that's on the bench, they just sit back. And you see Ben Johnson, old stare face, like, it's like, man, we need somebody that's going to hype what's up, man. And Kyler is that dude. Caleb, he gets there every now and then, but Kyler is always energized. So I'm looking for Kyler Gordon to be back.
Kyler Gordon too. I would love to see him, especially he plays so good against the run. We're going to get to that run here in a second because there's a couple of players that are out that I want to get a hold of. But, you bring up Sewell, Drew. You bring up the way he's played so far. He's been excellent. He's had 29 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss. And I always say, you always hear people say the eye test, all right? When you're looking at the eye test, what you're watching out there, I see this guy all over the place trying to find that football, man. When he's going out there and making those tackles, he has got the speed to do it. I feel like he's got the quickness, the smart, the energy level that guy has played with so far. So I'm glad you brought him up, man, because I feel like he's almost the unsung hero so far in the early part of the season, the way he has played, Drew.
Yeah, he sound like he's trying to get a starter spot, don't you think?
No, seriously. No, you guys aren't telling anything.
I know. That's pushing it, right?
Yeah. Hey, start some controversy, man. Go ahead.
Let me give Sewell the flowers right now because I talk bad about Sewell for many shows. Sewell, he was mishandled by the previous regime. Let's start there. I didn't know, besides his Oregon tape, I didn't know much about him. I know, of course, we know who his brother is, but he's a powerhouse. He's instinctive. He's super strong, and he's tough as nails. My only drawback with Sewell is when you got crossing routes going on, you might as well just send them every single time as opposed to bagging them up. See, with TJ, and I'm not trying to plead my case, but this is why I love TJ. TJ can do both. He brings all of the above that I just spoke on, and he also will go out there. He might get shaken up a little bit by a gifted tight end, but TJ will go out there and get in coverage too. TJ is my dog, man. Like, I feel like I know TJ. That's how serious this is, fellas. But no, Sewell has been balling. I want to give him his props on here because if I publicly shame you or talk crazy on your name, bro, I'm going to get right back at him in this forum, and then I'm going to speak highly of you. That dude is a tackling machine, and again, he's a powerhouse. He's a man out there. So I like what Sewell is doing out there, man.
Yeah, I got it. But like you said, but see, TJ and Tremaine, they kind of remind me of like Urlacher and Briggs, back in the day. It was like, man, it was like the two together is a wrecking
frack out there, yeah.
So freaking frack. Right. So, I'm there, but if I'm looking forward to seeing, I like Sewell. I like that he's, stepping up. I like he's consistent, and and oh yeah, I forgot about Booker, man.
Will be back.
Austin Booker. Yeah, he another energetic dude, man, that we need back on the field. Yeah, I just thought about Booker. I'm sorry.
Maybe he can get us some push on that line too, because looking at those quarterbacks step back like that and pat that ball is very unnerving, fellas.
Bear down, Ron. Bear down, bro.
What up, Ron? What up? But thank you guys in the chat too.
Yes,
Appreciate it. You know, you bring up good points here. TJ Edwards in the pass coverage. And I think that's what's going to be interesting to see because a hamstring's a hamstring, man. You don't know how that's going to flare up. You don't know how you can recover from that. That can be an injury, dude, that can linger all year round. And you're right. And you're right, man. He's very good when he goes back into coverage. So I got to wonder when he comes back. I mean, obviously he's back there, he's practicing, he feels a lot better, but you got to wonder if that's going to hinder anything at all with that hamstring.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. It's a hard question to answer when you got those guys coming back on. I wanted to put everybody on the spot. See, that's what I want to do around here is put everybody on the spot and just start some controversy. No.
Yeah, and I just hope they just don't rush. I just hope they don't rush them, man. It's like you want them good for the long haul, and it's like you be thirsty for wins. Like, okay, we 2-2, we got to keep it going, and then a temporary injury become a permanent injury, and now
we looking for another guy for that position, huh?
We're looking crazy. Yeah, now we trying to go like, hey, man, we're going to get in the draft.
Bro. They rushed back because it was the Lions. That was an emotional game. That's part of the reason we got blown out like that. Like, it was that game was pure emotion, 110% pure emotion. So I think Jalen and TJ were like, I'm going. It's the Lions. We out here. And then, boom, now they're sitting down. We've been able to make it happen without them. Granted, it hasn't been pretty, but we made it happen without them. All that matters is that W column. And I'm with my boy Drew, man. If it's stiff, if it feels weird, if it's tweaky, chill out, bro. Let these young boys flourish. This isn't to be totally square with you. This is not the season that I thought we were just playoff team. Oh yeah, we're gonna beat the. No, this is not that season. Right. I want to see progression from Caleb, and I want to see what this coaching staff has under their sleeve type of thing. This was that for me. Now all of the W's are luxury, a plus. Of course, I want to do better than we did last year. Well, we won 5 games last year, so if we win 6, 7, 8. But I didn't expect us to just run rampant through the division and all of that stuff. So don't bring these cornerstones back if they're not ready. And be smart about it. And in the meantime, in between time, we can build up these younger players who need the experience.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Go ahead, Drew.
No, I was just gonna say, even in that Raiders game, even though, Caleb, he did get sacked. I mean, your boy Crosby was a wrecking force in that game. But even though he has little struggles, I like how he didn't give up. And I like how he ran that drive. Without that drive, we wouldn't have came back. So, you got to take the good with the bad. So I'm impressed by Caleb's growth with Ben Johnson. Stay tough on his ass. Yeah. Don't let up. Whatever y'all doing, keep doing, because, hey, like I was telling Matt in one of the first shows, drill sergeant and Caleb is like the little stepson that's coming to boot camp, and now, hey, stay
absolutely,
with it,
man. We'll figure it out, man. These guys didn't come here to fail, man.
And we're going to talk about Caleb too, guys, coming up here in just a few. Because I'm glad you brought some interesting points up, Drew, and the way he played and the way he brought us back, man, was impressive on Sunday against the Raiders. Okay, so we talked about some of the players that were on the practice field, a couple that were not. I bring up Darnell Wright, who is with an elbow injury right now. Jonah Jackson and Grady Jarrett were also not spotted on the practice field. Grady Jarrett with his knee. And when I look at those names, I think the one that's standing out to me, listen, all 3 of them, Darnell Wright, we've talked a lot about him on this show. Grady Jarrett, I just don't know yet, man. You see the all the positivity from Grady Jarrett. A lot of players like him. He's a leader in that clubhouse. He's been a great player for a very long time, all those years with the Falcons. And what are we going to get from Grady Jarrett so far? An older player, granted, too. And I think he's a very important piece to have back on this defense, considering the run defense right now is very, very bad. So far, it's crazy when I saw the stat today about our run defense right now. We have allowed 658 rushing yards through 4 games. 658. I didn't realize it was that high. I know we had a couple of games where we gave up a lot of yards, but 658 yards in 4 games. I'm like, all right. I was like, if we're going to beat some of the better teams, or if we're going to keep progressing on this Bears team to be a better team, we can't be giving up that many rushing yards, especially when we're playing good teams. So I think Grady Jarrett, to me, with the players that are out, I think he's a key piece because we need to rush the. I still think the Bears are struggling to rush the passer a little bit because we didn't even see a lot of that against the Raiders on Sunday. And Grady Jarrett's that component to me to rush to get to the quarterback and stop the run, and paying him a lot of money to come in here and do this. And I'm a big fan of Grady Jarrett. So, Big Drew, when I read off those names, for me, a Grady Jarrett. But when you look at those players, Grady Jarrett, Darnell Wright, and Jonah Jackson, who stands out to you on that list that didn't practice?
Man, I'd have to probably agree with Jarrett. I mean, Darnell Wright is an essential piece, but my problem with him is he has too many penalties. It's like, he pisses me off when he be out there. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I mean, he's a key piece, but he's also a hindrance. I can't even describe it. Anyway, but I think Jarrett is the component that we need out there. Did they say how long he's going to be out for?
I didn't see any reports. I just saw that he didn't practice. That's all. I said he did not.
Okay.
The only thing I saw is he didn't practice. So I mean, he could very well be playing for the next game. I don't know, but as of right now, he just didn't practice yesterday. But they're on the bye week, so we'll find out next week when they have those.
Yeah, right. But Jarrett is the piece that we need out there from those names that you mentioned. Just in my opinion, because Jonah, I don't know, man. I wasn't really sold on Jonah even when they went to go get him from LA because he didn't really do nothing to me.
He had one good year.
It's like, he's a good. Yeah, he had one good year, and it's like, you've been flinging it, you've been, riding the waves ever since, man. So I think it was just the name of Jonah Jackson that went off.
With maybe the familiarity with our coach. I don't know if he was even over there.
But Garrett is the piece. I mean, Darnell Wright, he need to work on his footwork because you too many false starts, bro.
What about you, Andy? When you think of the list of the players that didn't participate in practice, are there any of the ones that Darnell Wright? Darnell Wright. I saw you shaking your head right away.
To cut you off, man. Darnell.
I thought you was going with me, man.
That dude,
he says, no, hell no.
Darnell Wright needs every rep in practice. He needs reps after practice. He needs reps even when we're kicking teams' butts in the game. Darnell Wright should still be in there, man. Because this guy literally went from hero to zero, bro. Like, we were like, whoa, yes, we got us one. And after that, it was like, which way did he go, George? Like, I don't know, man. I mean, with the penalties, bro, we will literally be about to march and win the game, and this dude will set us back. And it's like, all right, guys, we'll get this. You feeling? Well, you're trying to pump your guys up through the TV screen. But, bro, let's be honest, man. A 10-yard, 5-yard penalty in crunch time, when you're marching, that'll take the life out of any offense. So Darnell Wright needs to be anytime they say anything that starts with a P, practice, participation, whatever, Darnell needs to be present, another P word. So it's Darnell Wright for me, man.
I feel like he's an interesting name when we start talking about some of the Bears, some of the guys that have been around here for a couple of years. I think, first off, whenever you're a top 10 pick and you're in the first round in general, but when you're in the higher part of the NFL draft and you got high expectations, anytime you're drafted in the first round, you're going to have those expectations that are going to be crawling and climbing and that's how you're going to play. And if you remember that year in the draft, there was all those tackles coming out. Pittsburgh's dealing with the same thing right now with Broderick Jones. He had a great game last week, and then he had a couple of poor performances to start the year. And they're trying to figure out the same exact thing, same exact draft class as this guy, our starting tackle for years to come. And I feel like, man, I'm like, tackles are so hard to come by, and you don't know what you're going to get. Darnell Wright, to me, has had some really good games. He's had some really good progress in some of the games he's played, and then there's some other games, and especially to some of the games that I've seen recently from him. I'm like, man, is he struggling? Is he not getting something? I just don't know the answer to that. But I've always been a big fan of his. But I don't know if he is on the verge of being an okay player, a great player, or he's going to be a first round bust. Does that make sense?
No, it makes a bunch of sense. And real quick, what I will say is this: he showed us his rookie year. A lot of tackles don't do that. He showed us his rookie year that he had game. He balled out. I think that dude needs someone in the locker room that he can relate to just latch on to seriously, bro. That to talk to him and give him that motivation, because it's like he lacks motivation. I mean, I'm sure he's confident in his skills. He was doing it at Tennessee, but I don't know, man. It's like the dude. One day he's here, next day he's not. But we've seen what he can do, bro. Like, I don't want to just, oh no, Darnell Wright's a bum. He's not a bum. We know this, but that's why you're held to such standards, bro. You showed it already. You can't unshow it, you know? So yeah, he needs to be,
he definitely needs a mentor.
He's my guy, man. Darnell Wright, he drives me crazy, man.
So,
oh yeah, he's been driving me crazy since the beginning of the season. So
you know.
But hopefully he'll get it together, man. I don't know. I don't know if he's nervous or it can't be nervous. You practice too much.
I think it takes some. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Hey, chat, check it out. Moment of true clarity. I'm not a very originally, like, naturally self-motivated person. I have to find little things. I do. I know that about myself.
Really?
Like, you know, once you self-awareness. Self-awareness is a huge thing right now. When you're aware of it, you know how to attack it. I know that, hey, if you leave it to me, I'll sit around and drink these beers and jump on the Chicago Sports Podcast and forget about work. But it's a bunch of things in this life that I want to accomplish. I got to get up and go my butt to work. So you have to find the juice to push you. I don't think Darnell has found what pushes him, bro. Like, he's just a lump on the log, dog. Like, and I don't mean physically, mentally. Like, come on, bro. Like, we need you.
Joe Thuney, that was a good point. He said Joe Thuney,
Joe Thuney saying that he could help Darnell. And that's what I said in the beginning of the season. I was like, I wonder if some of these our new signs of our guards and our center, if they help some of our tackles, man. And that's a good point though from Ron. I don't know the answer to that. And it's something we're certainly going to find out. Hey, by the way, guys, I want to bring this up because this is pretty cool. Tracks Chicago Sports Podcast, 8.4 YouTube, 8.4K YouTube subscribers right now. We just reached the plateau, guys. We just went over 8,000, man. Over 8,000. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much, man, for the support. That is just awesome, man. Everything here on the Chicago Sports Podcast is growing, man. I'm one of the OGs here, man. So I got to be here a lot from the beginning to see where it started and where it's going right now. And it's pretty cool to see where everything's going. Trax has done an amazing job of building this channel up and building this platform up, and everybody that's a part of the shows, everybody that's here right now is part of the team, man. There's some really good people around here and everybody watching. Man. So, I can't say thank you enough. Everybody watching, man, and all the support, man. Thank you guys very, very much, man, because we couldn't sit here and do this without you on the Chicago Sports Podcast. Because at the end of the day, man, we're all sports fans, man. We're all sports fans. We're all Bears fans. We're all Chicago fans. And that's what we're here to talk about is Chicago sports. And then once we reach 9,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away another free jersey. So we got to get to that 9,000, man. So
let's go, guys.
Let's get that, man. So you share this, man. You share this video. You share all of our videos. Whenever you watch these videos, man, you share. Let people know. I can tell you every morning when I go to the gym, every single morning at 6:30. I pop on the Chicago Sports Podcast, man. I listen from the day before to get caught up on everything. So that's the beauty about this is you can watch it live. You can watch this whenever you want. You can just subscribe right there, and you can have it right there along with you, man.
For sure.
Will pop up, man, and
Hey, tell Trax, make sure that jersey big and tall. Everybody ain't small, man.
What are you trying to say, Big Drew? What's your jersey size?
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there. You know, who knows? Maybe Big Drew name gonna be in there.
Drew, if you had a jersey, if you wanted a brand new jersey right now, who's the player you would have?
My jersey for the Bears. Oh,
tough question.
I'm a defense dude, but it's really nobody. I mean, I probably have to do Sweat because I mean he's like our best defensive player, but I mean he's supposed to be. But, I mean, man, I'm just saying, you know. But right now, I mean, I do a Caleb jersey, man, because you know he's the glue of the team, man. You know. I don't have a Caleb jersey yet, so I think I'm gonna need to get one.
How about you, Andy? If you had to choose a jersey right now, man, who would you be thinking?
Right now, today, after the games that we've played already, I go Tyrese Stevenson.
That's a good one too.
I'm a DB. I'm a DB too, so I'm a little partial, but I'm proud of him. We talk real bad about him along with every other Bears fan that's a Bears fan, and he answered the call. I will go Tyreek right now.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought him up because, man, after that Hail Mary little mishap, man, he redeemed himself and he did.
But you know, he got toasted. Like that. He got toasted by Amaron them and what's that? And the Bears fans just it just came down. It just poured down. I know that dude was up late night. I know he was up late night. He's a human. We're humans. I don't care what profession you're in. Looking at comments, bro, and you can tell because as soon as he engages these offensive players, bro. He looking for the ball, bro. Whether it's a fumble recovery, a pick, he got the diving pick, hurt himself, came back in. Tyreek has been balling. Let's get that man his flowers. He's the number one cornerback right now for us, and I'm proud of that guy. So I will give me a Tyrese Stevenson jersey.
Hey, cool. Your boy Blackwell, he might get a couple jerseys that he made a name for himself.
Blackwell can get a jersey too, not because of the block either. Let me tell you. When we put Blackwell in the past, he balled. He was getting picks to end games and all. People forget about that. Blackwell is a real Bear, bro. He's not one of these pickup straggle-along type of people. He's been balling. He can do that. Special teams, whether he got to come in as DB, he's faster than most people on the field. Hey, so Blackwell, you see what's locking in here, the long name Stevenson, Blackwell. But no, seriously, in DB. So and I'm a DB, like I said. So I would get a Blackwell jersey too. But give me that Tyreek joint right now, though.
Yeah, that's a good call, man.
Hey, Ron, it says media. Hey, but you know what? He said Rex Grossman. He laughed, but hey, Rex
Grossman
took us to the Super Bowl. I can't.
He said for a jersey giveaway.
No, he was just saying that. Jersey giveaway, Rex Grossman. Hey, he took us to the Super Bowl, man. I can't.
Oh no, he did. Rex Grossman. They like talking crazy about Rex is that guy, man. He wasn't a great quarterback, but Rex did what he needs to do. Although I will tell you, I feel like if we had Orton in, we would have had a better shot, though.
Hey, I'm not gonna go against Rex Grossman, man.
I'm done.
Speaking by the way, guys, if you're looking for a jersey, tcsworldofwonders.com. You'll see it on the bottom of the ticket right there, man. That place is awesome. So you can certainly they're a big sponsor of the show, and they can certainly hook you up with jerseys as well. So
yes,
as we're talking about jerseys, man, and who we would like. We're on the Chicago Sports Podcast tonight. Thank you guys for watching. We're talking about the Bears injuries and now Caleb Williams, guys. Caleb Williams, the first 4 games, man. A little up, a little down, but I think there's a lot of positive, way more positive than you would say about negative. As so far, he's looked. The stat line looks great so far. 8 touchdowns, 927 passing yards, completion percentage of 62.3, and his QBR is also at 62.3. And I saw this from the Chicago Sun-Times earlier. They had a really good article as they were talking about the bye week, and they were talking about Caleb and what he plans on doing. And he was talking about, and I quote, just because it's a bye week doesn't mean it's a week off.
Yeah.
And then he said also you've got so many games and so many things can go good and so many of them can go bad. So you're always wanting to be at an even state, but you do recognize where you are and where you're headed. You try to stay on that consistent path of growth and never ride the roller coaster, which is some great things to say. He's working his butt off right now. And I like everything he's saying, man. You could tell he's talking about it. He's talking about his growth. Andy up, Caleb Williams so far. We were talking about it in the Raiders game, man, that drive, and how great he looked, how he brought the Bears back, man. And that's a consistency we're looking for Caleb Williams, man, because I think things are going to get better.
Absolutely. Just to add on to that, bro, let's be honest, y'all. Y'all watch the Bears games like I do. Caleb should have way more comeback dubs than he has. Now, last year alone, just off the top of my head, I didn't go and scrub the sheets in the books and all of that stuff, but just off the top of my head, there were at least with an emphasis on 3 games where Caleb drove us down the field, got us in position to either get a touchdown or a field goal to go up on the opposition, and we lost. After he does his job in a 2-minute drill, which I might add, Caleb is a wizard in a 2-minute offense. After he does his business in the 2-minute offense, it's up to that coaching staff. It's up to that other side of the ball to get it done, bro. That's why he was over there, couldn't breathe and going through convulsions and stuff around the kick, because he's seen it too many times, up close, literally and personal. This guy has brought us back so many times, but I still find fans or people who call themselves fans who want to drill them and tell them, oh, and all of that. Bro, it's a team game. So, yeah, man, I'm super happy for Caleb getting that dub. I think that's going to do. And then even larger than the dub, his coach telling him, you're built for this. You're built for these moments. He knew it. He knew it before he came over here. That's a smart dude we got as our head coach, for real. He don't miss too much. And, that was beautiful. We got the dub. Caleb got us down there. It's not going to always be a touchdown, guys. The defense going to stand tall. They get paid millions of bucks, too. They're going to stand tall sometimes. We got to get the 3. Whatever puts us above the scoreboard, on top on the scoreboard. And we went down there. Special teams came through. Boom. The rest is history. So, again, with last year, some parts of this season, put it together, figure it out, man. Because, again, last year with the coaching staff being a carousel and dysfunction and everything you want to call it, we had moments. We started off hot. I don't care how we won the games. We won them. Even with that Tennessee game. Last year, that was like, whoa, we're about to lose to Tennessee. And then, boom. So, again, you got to take the good with the bad. Caleb has learned. He's a super intelligent dude. But the dude, he should have more comeback wins than he does under his belt. And a large part of that, of him not having them, is because the rest of the team / coaching staff didn't do their part. Yeah, that's all I got, bro.
Drew, I'll leave this up to you. You know what I felt about that game too when I was watching it against the Raiders, when they went up 24-19, they went back and scored. And I was like, all right, I always think that about our defense. I was like, I know it's a work in progress and we're going to put points and yardage and stuff like that. But when it was 24-19, I actually felt very confident. I felt confident that Caleb was going to come back down the field and score a touchdown, which I've never felt like. Listen, I'm not the only one. A lot of us haven't felt like that in the past. A lot of us have felt like, oh, here we go. Raiders just took the lead. We're going to find a way to screw this up. But I didn't feel that way. I felt confident that Caleb was going to come back. And Drew, when you were watching that, is that kind of how you felt, how you were feeling, or anything that you think you've seen so far from Caleb that has stood out to you, and just the way he's played?
Man, every game I've seen growth in Caleb. I mean, I tell people all the time. I tell my kids it's all that tough love is what works, and I feel that Ben Johnson is giving him the tough love. He probably putting him on blast in front of the team. Hey, you missed that. That's getting in his head, and Ben Johnson is making a beast out of Caleb right now. He's making a beast out of him, and so even though he gonna have mishaps, he gonna have mistakes, but you could tell the growth of a person by the fans, and where all the haters at right now. You don't hear a hater.
I be looking for him on the Facebook. I had to go follow Green Bay. I had to go follow Green Bay's fan club so they could talk crazy about their quarterback, because they're not talking crazy about ours, bro.
Yeah, but it's like, and one thing, even the bandwagon fans, they all on the Caleb bandwagon right now. But of course, when a mishap comes, they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, here goes the old Caleb," and people don't get it, man. It's gonna be up and down. But from what I'm seeing, even with the mishaps, he's still
for sure,
elevating.
Absolutely.
He walking up the steps.
And here's the thing, Drew, you bring up really good points, because this is 4 games in the season with the Ben Johnson era. We talked about this on the show, even in the start, before, like a week before the first game. And I even said it. I'm like, listen, he's still running a brand new offense and brand new whole coaching staff, and this is only his second year in the league. So there's still going to be ups and downs. That's going to happen. It's going to happen through the first 4 weeks, and there was in the Raiders game. Don't get me wrong, there were some ups and downs, and there's probably going to be some ups and downs. We play Washington. Washington's a much better team than the Raiders, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in a second before we end the show today, as we get ready, because it looks like Jaden Daniels is going to be good to go that game. So that's going to be a much tougher team when we play Washington. So there's going to be ups and downs with Caleb Williams. There just is. He's going to make some bad decisions. He's probably going to hold on to the ball a little bit too long. But at the end of the day, you can't sit here and say that his progress hasn't been great. His progress to me has been just a complete 180 from last year. The way he commands the offense, the way he controls that offense, the way he can find the receivers down the field, and the way he can bring you back, man.
Absolutely.
I think has just been so impressive to me so far. And I'm very confident that our quarterback is going to take us to the next level.
I am too, bro. And that's a great point. That's a great point to end that conversation. Seriously, there's nothing else that you can even put on that. I know. I mean, we don't have the luxury of sitting back and saying how many quarterbacks we can say we just felt totally confident in the 2-minute drill or when time was tough, crunch time or whatever. But Caleb is one of them. He's taking the tough coaching very well. Everybody want to call him and judge him for his outside or what he does in his regular. I don't care, bro. I could care less, dog. Go out there between those lines, make it happen, lead your troops, and ball out and be as safe as you can with the rock. And when you got opportunities, make them. And he does that, and he's doing it to the best of his ability with a whole entire new coaching staff. Like, if you don't see it, you just don't want to see it at this point.
And then another thing that I'm realizing too, that Ben Johnson is recognizing that. I mean, I think at first he tried to make a Caleb like a Tom Brady, like a pocket, quarterback. And he got to realize Caleb is a scrambler, bro. And I think he's kind of recognizing that, so he's kind of giving him a little leeway to kind of make plays. Yeah, do a little juckle and whatever you do. I mean, I think he's trying to implement that and also just the right formation for him to become like a dual threat per se. It's not just always 1, 2, 3 out. Sometimes it's gonna be 1, 2. Oh man, like Crosby was coming. He had to scramble, get up out of there, and make something happen. And it was just. I mean, I think Ben Johnson's starting to recognize that a little bit now.
I do too. And it's a learned progress, man. A learning in progress, and we're going to talk about that too as we get closer to the Washington game. Don't forget, we're on a bye this week, guys. So we're talking about leading everything up to that Washington game coming up in 2 weeks. Hey, I want to mention one of our new sponsors of the show. You probably saw it in the chat a little bit earlier today, but we want to talk a new sponsor. SB Sports Cards is founded by a proud military combat vet, teaming up with our show here, teaming up with another vet, Brandon Traxhider, a guy that leads the way here at Chicago Sports Podcast. And we're very, very excited to have them on. And there's going to be a lot of exciting things coming up with our new sponsor as well, because more giveaways. You heard Trax kind of talking about it at the beginning of the show when we get to 9,000 YouTube subscribers. 9,000, 10,000, man. So there's going to be more giveaways coming up as well with our new friends here, SB Cards. So thank you guys very much. Thank you so much for being part of it. Thank you guys at SB Sports Cards, man, for being part of the show. And we're very happy to have you guys on tonight. So thank you guys very much. And thank you guys very much for watching here at the Chicago Sports Podcast. As you can like and subscribe on our YouTube page and follow us along. We got more shows coming up. We'll have another show coming up tomorrow night with our Thursday night crew, and of course on the weekends as well. But you get those notifications, man. Once those notifications come up, you'll see the shows popping up as well. And we can't thank you guys enough. As we were talking about, we just got past 8,000 subscribers, man. So thank you. We got Raul, man. Thank you, Raul. Raul, part of the show now, and excited to have you along with us, man. So Raul, dude, thank you very, very much, man. We're excited to have you along with us, man. And we can't say thank you enough. And thank you guys enough too. So guys, as we talk about this weekend, and it's going to be different. I always like the bye weeks. I was talking about this last week, Drew. I was talking about how much I hate the bye weeks this early in the season. And I talked about it at the end of the show last week, Drew. I was like, man, why do we have bye weeks at week 4? This is a little too early. But we just talked about our injury report, and I'm like, well, maybe this is actually a good time to have our bye week to get some of these guys healthy. But we got a bye week this week. So I guess that means a couple of things. I guess that means as diehard football fans like myself, you get to watch some of the other games, which I do. I watch the Red Zone channel every Sunday. I have the Red Zone channel usually on my phone, and then I'm watching the games whether I'm out somewhere or I'm watching at home. Me and my girlfriend, we whether she's watching the Steelers, I'm watching the Bears. Well, either way, we're always watching football no matter what. Or you get that time to go out with your family. Hey, man, my girlfriend's from Pittsburgh, diehard Steeler fan.
Go for
I'll
it.
just apologize right there for that, man. But
Steelers are cool with us.
Yeah, man, the Steelers fans are just like us, man. They're diehard, they're crazy, and they really want their football teams to win, man. And they do win. They find a way to win every year. And so I feel like with the bye week, you either got that or you're going to be out with your family and hanging out with your family and getting stuff done. But when you guys look at the bye week this week, and I'm looking at the schedule, I think there's a couple of games that I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Obviously, it's going to be the Commanders game. They play the Chargers, which is actually a really good afternoon game on Sunday afternoon, which is going to be the later afternoon game in San Diego. So I think that's going to be a good game where the Chargers are going to come back after they lost last week to the Giants. How are the Commanders going to play? Mm-hmm. I saw a report earlier from Ian Rappaport that Jaden Daniels was a full go of practice. Jaden Daniels is playing. Looks like Jaden Daniels is good to go, and I think that's going to answer any questions, man. Depending what happens on Sunday, it sounds like we're going to have Jaden Daniels playing against us when we play against Washington the following week. So that's a game I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Obviously, the games in our division, the Lions go to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. I think they're going to smoke them the way the Bengals have played the last couple of weeks, man. The Bengals look terrible. They look really bad. Vikings and Browns is also going to be a very intriguing game to me. Not just because the Vikings are in our division, not just because it's in London, but Dylan Gabriel, we got the news today that it's not going to be Joe Flacco playing for the Browns. It's going to be Dylan Gabriel making his first start. Browns have a very good defense, too. Is that a game that the Vikings are going to be able to win, or are they going to lose 2 in a row here? I don't know. I think that's going to be a one to watch too. So those are the games I got circled. Annie, up when you look at the schedule this weekend, how about you, man? What are you going to be following?
That Vikings and Browns game is top on my list, bro. They played these NFC guys super tough. NFC North. Let me be clear. They played those guys super tough. I don't see any reason why they won't play these guys tough. And with Carson Wentz back there against that defense, I like the chances. I don't know what Gabriel brings. I don't know much about him. It is what it is. But I'm going to be watching that game super close. It's basically our division. I mean, I watch football in general. I'll watch any team. It's football, bro. I cried all these summer months about having no football. Now we got football, so I'm going to be watching football. But that's my number one game, man, because I think the Browns going to take the win over there with those guys, and that'll be awesome as ever, and I can go and troll a little bit. But yeah, that's my top spot, man. I also I'm a little curious about it doesn't have anything to do with our division, but the 49ers and the Rams. I
was going to bring that up. That's tomorrow.
The 49ers and the Rams. I'm so just because the Rams, bro. Whoo, Puka Nacua, bro. Like, yeah, I'll be paying close attention to that game. Another divisional type of game where those guys are gonna go. They don't care about the records or anything. They're just gonna try to kill each other. So yeah, man. I know the Lions got them a dub in the bag. I mean, it's any given Sunday, but let's be real. Do we know who? No, the Packers got a bye week, right?
Packers are on the bye week this week.
Packers on the bye week, so so I'm rooting for the Browns, and I really want to see that. Cannot wait to see that Rams versus 49ers game.
What about you, Big Drew? When you look at the schedule this weekend, man, what are you looking at? Is there any games specifically you'll be watching or putting out, or are you going to be hanging out?
Well, I gotta agree with the Browns game because I love to see any quarterback change to see, especially a rookie, to see what he gonna do to give us that like aha factor. Ever since the Browns beat the Packers, I mean, I've been in tune with them because I always knew their defense was a monster, but now it's like like you say, any given Sunday. So now I'm like, man, what the Browns gonna do this week? So I'm really gonna be in tune in that game, and of course the Chargers and the Commanders.
Yeah, that's the late afternoon game.
Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be a good game. Justin Herbert.
They just lost, right?
He coming off a loss. He just lost, so he want to redeem himself, and then Jaden back. So that's gonna be a slugfest right there. So I think that's gonna come down to a very close game, and I'm looking for I just look for good games, man. I can't stand blowouts. So well, like our game. I mean, it was a great game. So I think their game's gonna be good. And I don't know if the Browns. I don't know how it's gonna go, but like I said, I'm just looking at to see what Gabriel looks like.
There's a couple of stats I want to.
I want to see Shador, but hey, that's another.
Oh,
that's
you
another
will.
time.
They got a long season, bro. Gabriel about to get beat up, but all right, let's do it though.
There's a couple of stats I want to bring up. First off, say Puka Nacua. We're talking about for the Rams 49ers game. His stats are ridiculous right now. He's got 42 receptions. I had to look at that again. 42 receptions, 503 yards so far to start the season in 4 games. I mean, holy cow, man. You want to talk about a dude that's having a hell of a year. I mean, if you were looking at like at MVP choices and stuff, the early part of the season, I'm like, dude, that guy's putting up some numbers, man. And then, the Browns defense is no joke, man. When I was looking at their rankings, number 1 against the run right now, number 4 against the pass. Their defense has actually played excellent football. And if you watch some of those games, their defense has really kept them in games until they haven't, because they've been out on the field so long, because the offense hasn't been able to complement them.
Absolutely.
So even in that Detroit game, they have put up a fight. That defense has put up a fight against them, man. So they're in every game. They're no joke, man. Their defense is no joke. So if Dylan Gabriel can go in there against the Vikings, and listen, we're all going to be sitting there watching that Vikings game, hoping that the Browns somehow win that game.
Yeah.
But watching that game, I think of Dylan Gabriel and Jenkins, their rookie running back too. He's looked really good the first couple of games. I think that's a winnable game for the Browns in London, and then the Chargers-Commanders game is going to be a very interesting one, man, because I don't know what type of Commanders team this is right now. As we're talking about the Bears-Commanders, I know we're going to break into that next week, guys, as we talk about the Bears and Commanders. I just don't know what you have right now with the Commanders, and I don't know how healthy Jaden Daniels is going to be. But if he goes out there and balls out on Sunday, and the Commanders look like the team.
That's a heck of a defense to have to come back off an injury to. I'm sorry to interrupt you, bro.
And
those guys play super fundamentally sound defense under Harbaugh over there. And I wouldn't want it to be any other way. Make it hard for them, beat them up a little bit. So when we get them, we can go and finish them off, man.
And it's what game are we going to get with the Commanders? Now, the Commanders, don't forget, they beat the Raiders the week before. They scored 44 points against them. Now, I know it's the Raiders. We saw what the Raiders looked like on Sunday. The Raiders are not a very good football team from the first 4 games that I've seen them play so far. But I just can't wait to see it, to your point, Andy, about the defense of the Chargers. They're pissed off after that loss last week, and how's that offense going to respond? I can't imagine that the Chargers, a Jim Harbaugh team, is going to lose 2 games in a row. But I also can see the Commanders coming back with an offense that's pretty pissed off right now, looking to score some more points and getting ready for us.
Yeah, they had that backup in Mariota. Shout out to Mariota, man. He's been grinding for years, bro. But he's no Jaden, man. And I don't think they even had Terry McLaurin, did they?
I don't know if he got hurt or not. I don't think he.
Terry's been out, man. Terry
he was out. He was out because I had to bench him on my fantasy team. He's on my fantasy team.
But I bet you Terry will be 100% go when it's time to play us. Which I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. I want Jaden. I want Terry. I want all their guys. Go get
all of them out there.
Go get Austin. Well, no, that's being facetious. But I want their full complement of starters. Because we owe them one, man. They literally derailed our whole season last year. Didn't have nothing to do with the NFC North. Came over here and made us a punchline, bro. And memes. I cannot wait. Put all of them dudes on the field, mano y mano, and it is what it is. I want Coach to get good sleep the night before. You're gonna have to scheme it up because those dudes made us a mockery, made us a laughing stock of the NFL last year after that victory, man. And I got something personal against them. This feels like Monday night or Sunday night, however you feel, versus the Packers a little bit right now. It does to me. It's personal, bro. We don't see those dudes a lot, but what they did last year and how our season went after that, I cannot wait for this game. That's why I'm going to be present with the family. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Let's get them, baby.
But honestly, bro, they won off of a mistake. We played them close. It's not like they They didn't blow us out and nothing like that.
That's
had
the
them.
problem, though, bro.
We just had a mistake.
Oh
yeah.
my God, I'm getting like it was. I was talking
about this
so
time
much
last year.
stuff. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this real quick, and I'm gonna be quiet. I was in a bar with a bunch of Commanders fans. And I was like,
so was I.
I was at B-Dub. I was at B-Dub, bro. A bunch of Commanders fans. They got on their little Garnett jerseys and all that. And I'm like, okay, well, we don't got smoke with y'all. Y'all not like the Packers or the Vikings or nothing, but I love your spirit type of thing. Everything going good. I wasn't going all crazy when we were up or anything. Man, as soon as that happened, they came at me, bro. Pointed at me like, oh, and I was like, whoa. So it's a little personal right now, man. I really want that W against them dudes, man. We cannot let them skip off with another one because they might not even be on our schedule next year. So I want this dub.
Yeah,
I want it bad,
you.
Bro.
I feel you.
Isn't it funny how they scheduled it for this year right around the same time that it happened last year, and it's in prime time? It's on Monday Night Football in Washington. Like, you know, those schedule makers, man, they were out there ready to get that on the schedule, man. And hopefully with those storylines of last year after a Hail Mary that never happens, man, they weren't messing around with this game.
No, you're right. That's a fact, man. Good point.
Hey, Coop, I know it's gonna be war in your household when we play the Steelers.
Yeah,
bro.
man, that's gonna be in November. We'll have to talk to Shax. Maybe I need to get my girlfriend on that show leading up to that game that week, man. We'll have to talk to her about the Steelers a little bit.
Good idea.
We'll see what he says.
But real quick, we got to own Aaron Rodgers. This might be our last opportunity to own him.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for that, man. It's gonna be fun because we got we pretty much got the AFC North that entire month of November. So it's gonna be fun to talk to, man, and as we get closer to that game. Hey, but guys, I want to bring this up too as we're talking about the Washington game here. We got the bye. Don't forget, we got the bye this week, but we're getting ready for the Washington game. And with that being said, as I got both you guys on here right now, there's going to be another watch party for the Chicago Sports Podcast at Wind Creek, Chicago Southland. That's for the Washington game, Monday Night Football. And you guys, Big Drew and Annie up, since we had you on the show here for the first time, me and you were talking about it before we got started on the show, how you were at the last meetup for the Chicago Sports Podcast at Wind Creek, man, and how much fun you had and how awesome it was to be out there with that environment.
Bro, it literally set the tone for the week for me, man. We lost bad, bro. We lost bad. But to be there and rub shoulders with like-minded Bears fans and people who hate to see us down and love to see us up and root for us, whether we down or up, having a couple Coronas, a couple Blue Moons, man, and just sitting back on that bitch. Jim Miller. Oh my, let me shout out to Jim Miller, man. Amazing man. I'm not forget QB Bears. Amazing man. Did everything he could for this franchise, man. Shout out to Jim Miller, man. He's even doper in person, y'all. I'll just tell you that. Like, dude's super dope. So man, Wind Creek was a vibe. I met my boy Drew in person. We sat literally in a comfortable little what you call a little kickback chair where you can whoop. Like the little, we sat there and just talked about it. Like, this ain't looking good. I say, yeah, it's not, but we're going to enjoy ourselves. So it was an amazing time. I cannot wait to the next one. I'm taking the next day off because I know better. But, just to be there with a bunch of people who love the team, who's been through who's seen every scenario for the most part. It was dope. And Trax, shout out to you, bro. Trax put it all together. He was running. He had a lot on his plate that day, and he tackled it all. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to the next one. And we're gonna beat the Commanders. And I can't wait, man. So yeah, it was awesome.
Blue Moon, huh? Blue Moon and Corona. You mix those up. You just go back and forth with one.
What happened was I was there with my dog. And he's more of a Corona guy. So I was like, hey, go grab some beers. And he came back with the Coronas. And I was like, all right, cool. But then I went back. The Bears actually scored. I think Rome had got a pretty touchdown. And I was like, Rome. And ran back and got. So during the celebratory moments, it was the Blue Moon. And then doing the other one, the Corona.
Yeah, man. Hey, when you have a couple of them, man, they all go down so good, man. For sure. Big Drew, you're out there too, man. So you guys meeting up and hanging out, man. So as you're hearing from what I'm trying to tell you guys is what you're hearing from these guys right now, man, is the vibe is just awesome there for a game day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. The vibe is amazing, bro. I mean, the TV. First of all, the TV is amazing by itself. I mean, man, we saw. I mean, every game was like on
sure.
and simultaneously. So the seats were comfortable. The staff was friendly. The drinks was smooth. I mean, man. I mean, can't ask for a better spot, man. I mean, and like you said, like-minded Bears fans. Wasn't no bandwagons there. We all was real true.
We got beat bad that day.
We all lost. We lost, but we still, hey man, bear down. And a couple bandwagons they left early, but hey, you got to kick them out.
Commanders fans, man, kick those guys out of there too, man. Like you last time, Andy. Man, I gotta find where I live too, man. I got to be careful finding the. I also went to a place where it was a big Commanders meetup, and I'm like the only Bears fan there. I'm like, all right, man, I gotta go back to my crew. I gotta go back to my crew out here living in Tennessee, man. To the Bears fans, man, I can't be around it. Even though they did buy me shots because they felt bad for me after. A couple of them came up here, man, take this. And I'm like, man, that was pretty cool of them because they felt bad after the Hail Mary. But we'll talk about that as we get closer, guys. This is the bye week this week for the Bears, and the next week we'll certainly be breaking down Bears, Commanders. We'll find out how the Commanders do on Sundays. We were just talking about here on the show. They're taking on the Chargers Sunday afternoon. So if you're looking for a game to watch this weekend, highly recommend that one as we get ready to see what the Commanders look like and as we get ready to preview the Commanders as well. Mm-hmm. Chicago Sports Podcast tonight. We want to thank everybody watching the show. We couldn't do the show without you. Thank you so much for your support and everybody in the chat here tonight, man. We can't say thank you enough. Annie up for the first time on a Wednesday, man. It's good to have you on, man. I always love talking football with you, man. It's good to see you.
Absolutely. Thank you, bro. Hey, yeah. I'm gonna make more appearances, man. I'm slowly but surely learning how to balance work and home life with the podcast. But I'll tell you this, I think I got the recipe, man. So don't quote me on that, but check me out later, man. I like Wednesdays. They're super smooth. It's like the middle of the week. It's not Thursday or Friday. It's not Monday or Tuesday. It's the little special day. It has its own little purpose. So I'm going to try to pop in here more on Wednesdays. And just to leave y'all with some parting thoughts, you got Caleb Williams, man. This guy has been ascending since he came here, even in some of the most detrimental of circumstances. This guy has been balling. Be patient. Be patient. The kid can play. He got a great coaching staff. We're going to figure these things out. Also, if you want to run and jump off the bandwagon, do that too. You feel how you feel. I'm not going to tell you how to feel, but what I do know is if you jump off that bandwagon, you're going to miss something great. We're in the midst of it right now. Stay tuned. We're going to bust the Washington Commanders and get our revenge, and then the rest will be up. So last year when we lost to them, our season went down. This year when we win, our season is going to keep rising. So just stay tuned, y'all.
I like it, Andy.
No bandwagons,
man. No bandwagons. Not on this show. Big Drew, man. It's always good to see every Wednesday, man. As always, man. Hope you're feeling a little bit better as well, dude.
Always, bro. Always. I was a little under the weather, but hey, talking football, I'm back.
Man, you feel like a different person, man. Get you fired up, man. Get you fired up. The Bears get ready for football. So it's great to have both of you guys on. For Big Drew, for Andy up, and for everybody else watching the Chicago Sports Podcast tonight. My name is Matt Cooper. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you next week. Bear down, guys.